Bots and Books fans, this is Sculpt 1701, and tonight we are going to be taking a look at the Walmart exclusive, but not for much longer, and I'll explain that momentarily, Superpowers Nightwing from McFarlane Toys. And this is going to be such an awesome figure to take a look at. And if this is your first Superpowers video, then this is a brand of toys that appeared back in the 80s, and Todd McFarlane has resurrected it in a more modern and contemporary format to bring us some of the more newer characters that have graced the DC comics over the last few years. And I love this series. Now, when I first started collecting the series, I did say I was only going to get the ones that I had when I was a kid, or reminded me of the ones I had when I was a kid. Well, you know, just forget all that, because Nightwing here was not actually in that line. In fact, he was still Robin at the time that this came out in the 80s. But you know what? There's no rules when collecting toys. You can buy whatever you want to buy. It's your collection. And when it comes to superpowers, I'm just going to buy the ones I like. So, taking a look at the packaging, you can see it's in a standard blister card. You do have DC up here. You have 12 plus. You have the Nightwing symbol. You have the Superpowers logo amongst the stars, and that is pretty neat. You have a nice picture of Nightwing right here. You have the nice red and yellow starred borders, nice yellow. You have Nightwing here in the packaging. You have McFarlane Toys. And coming around to the back of the card, you have 12 plus again, DC Direct, McFarlane Toys, the Nightwing symbol, Superpowers. Collect them all. Collect them all in other languages, and the all that you can collect are here. Let us zoom in so we can get a closer look. So first off, we have Superman, we have Darkseid, we have Batman, we have Green Lantern John Stewart, we have the Flash, we have the Batman Who Laughs, we have Wonder Woman, and Nightwing, and Deathstroke. These are the three newest ones. And then you also have a few vehicles, such as the Batwing and the Supermobile. You have some more credits for the box. And over here to the right, you have a nice read-up of Dick Grayson, and you could pause the video here and read that to your heart's desire, but we must be moving on. Another thing about this packaging that I would like to highlight is at the very bottom you do have a barcode, which is normal, but if you look at the barcode here, it says DC Superpowers W3, which is Wave 3, Nightwing, and then Hush. This will tell you which series this Nightwing figure is based off of. And that is like that on all of the figures. I never pointed that out before because, you know, I don't know if I actually noticed it, but that is a really cool thing that you can tell where your figure is from. All right, that's enough of the packaging. Let's get him out and see what he can do. And here we have Nightwing out of the package, and out of the package he stands just over 4.5 inches tall, and he comes with two Eskrima sticks, and they are really nicely done. They're basically just little cylinders painted with silver, and they're about 1.25 inches long, and that is really cool. And he could actually hold these in his hands really nicely. You just, you know, get him in there, and he can do some fighting. Ha 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 ha. So that is cool. I like it when these little figures come with accessories. They don't really need to put them in there, but they did, and they did in the back in the day. So it was a neat little homage, and I think the Eskrima sticks was a good choice for Nightwing. That is cool. So moving in a little closer to him, let's take a look at this head sculpt, and that's a really nicely done head sculpt. You know, see, he's got his nice black hair, nice blue mask with some white out eyes, nice flesh tone for his face. You can see his ears there. Love the hair sculpt. It has a lot of different waves going this way and that way, so that is really cool. We can come down to his suit, which is basically his body is painted completely black, and I don't have a problem with that because it's basically what the Nightwing costume is. You do have the nice blue that comes over his shoulders and down to his fingers, and it makes the nice V shape right here on his chest, and you got the little points coming out here just under his neck, and that is really neat. But for the most part, that is it. You do have some molded detail in the body itself, and that is cool. Coming to the back of the figure, you do have the continuation of the blue V, and that is neat. Coming down to nothing else though, so that is it. Black and blue and a little bit of flesh color for the face and the whited out eyes. On the bottom of the feet, you do got some holes to stand in pegs if you have a stand for him. So anyway, that is what your Nightwing looks like. And for articulation, starting at the head can go around 360 degrees. There is no wiggle waggle, there is no up or down, it's just all the way around. You do have some shoulder articulation all the way around 360 degrees, but there's no bicep, no elbow bend, no wrist articulation. There is no ab crunch. There is no waist articulation. The next articulation we get is the leg, and it comes up a little bit. That's not too bad. Goes back a longer way. That is cool. And then you will come down to the knee bend, and that is neat. Nice 90 degrees of knee bend, and that is pretty much it. There is no foot tilt or rocker or twist. That is pretty much all you have there for your articulation. Very minimum, but hey, the figure's $10 and I think it looks great. Alright, moving on. And for comparison, here you have Nightwing with the Superpowers Superman and the Superpowers Flash. And I thought these looked really good together. Now I know what you're going to ask. Where is the Superpowers Batman? Yeah, the thing about that was, when the first Batman came out, I didn't like it. It was the Jim Lee Batman, and it would fit really well with this Nightwing, but my want for the Superpowers Batman would harken back to what the original one looked like back in the day. And I've got my request answered, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. And if you're interested, here he is with the Wonder Woman, which I think looks a little too realistic for this line. But then again, Todd has given us a fix to that problem as well. Alright, moving on. And this has been the Walmart exclusive Superpowers Nightwing from McFarlane Toys. And this is a great little figure. I knew when I saw it I would eventually have to pick it up because I love this scale. It brings back so many memories of the size of the figure I played with when I was a kid. He's a definite recommend for me, and if you're looking for this guy, you can pick him up at your local Walmarts for about $10. So happy hunting. Now, a few updates about what is happening with the line. First off, like I said in the very beginning, this is a Walmart exclusive, but that is coming to an end with the release of Wave 4. When Wave 4 hits, you will be able to find this wave in other retailers, such as online retailers like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth. I'm not sure if it's going to hit Targets or not, but it is no longer going to be an exclusive to the Walmart, and that's okay. I mean, I never had any problem finding any of these figures at Walmart. They had the shelves stocked completely full of them, so I doubt you'll have trouble finding them at the other stores either. So with that being said, they've already planned Wave 4, and Wave 4 looks like it's gonna be a doozy of a wave, and it's gonna be one of those waves that I will probably wind up getting every single figure in the wave because I think it looks so good. Alright, so when it comes to Wave 4, first off, you're going to have a new Wonder Woman. And this is strange that we're getting a new Wonder Woman so soon. I guess a lot of other people had the same criticisms of the first one that I did, that it looks too real. It doesn't look like it fit with the line, because they have took the same mold and changed the colors to fit the original Wonder Woman of the line. It still looks the same, but I like the brighter colors, and this one has a blue cape. And like with the original Wonder Woman, she doesn't need a cape, and I think I know who I'm going to give that cape to. Next, we have Aquaman, and he looks great. He's in his classic orange and greens. He has long hair, and he has a beard, which is okay. I like that look for him. Usually, though, when I see him with a beard and long hair, I kind of expect him to have a hook hand, but you know what? I don't mind. He's got his trident, and that is really cool. So that is definitely a pickup for me. And my desires have been met, because they're giving us a new Batman. And this is the Batman that we should have got to begin with. This is the classic detective Batman in his blue and gray costume. And I love this figure. He looks so good. I am definitely going to pick up this guy, and he is going to be the Batman for the line for me. I can't tell you how excited I am about this Batman. But he is not alone, because every Batman needs a Robin. And since Dick Grayson's now Nightwing, we need a new Robin, and they are giving us the Tim Drake Robin, and he looks perfect. I love the costume. I do have one criticism about the figure, and I bet you guys are going to have the same criticism, is that cape should be a two-toned black and yellow like it is in the artwork on the box, but it's all yellow. Maybe I can find a marker or a pen or something, do some coloring of my own. I'll have to see when I get it, but definitely going to pick up that Robin, because that is really cool. Now that's all of the official figures from Wave 4. However, just because McFarlane didn't want Walmart to feel bad, they are giving them the exclusive Black Manta figure. Yeah, there is still some exclusivity to Walmart. And if you want the entirety of the wave, check out your Walmart for this Black Manta figure, which I think I'll pass. It's not really one of my favorite characters. They are also putting out vehicles in this wave. You have a Batmobile, which is so cool. It can hold both Batman and Robin, and it just looks fantastic. It's gonna have a couple gimmicks. I think the back is gonna pop up to reveal some boosters, and the front is gonna pop out to reveal like a battering ram or something. I'm not exactly sure. We'll have to wait till we get it. And finally, they're giving us Wonder Woman's invisible jet. Now, it's just a jet, and it's clear plastic, and it looks pretty neat, like an invisible jet should. And whereas it's really neat, I'm going to pass on this, but it is still a cool concept. So, guys, that is a sneak preview of Wave 4 of the Superpowers collection that is now going to be put out at various locations. So, I can't wait for these figures to come out, because I've been wanting some of these figures since this line began. Alright guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, keep playing.